Don't waste those potato peels, guys. And I have a little bit of an onion here. We're going to make Depression era potato peel soup. To get started, I have 3 small stalks of celery. I have a small sweet onion from the garden, and I have a small carrot from our garden. I have about a half a stick of butter here, and we're going to saute our onions, our celery, our carrots, and I'm going to throw in a clove of garlic. I also have a pint of my chicken broth. This morning I made some bean burritos and some breakfast burritos, and that's where my potato skins are coming from. And so I've sliced up and diced up one of our carrots from the garden, one of our sweet onions from the garden, and 3 stalks of celery, and I'm sauteing it in about a half a stick of butter. And we're going to go ahead and let this saute and get softened. I'll add the garlic later. Remember, your garlic needs to come last because it will burn. Be sure to wash your potato peels really good, guys. I've washed these like 3 or 4 times. This is smelling already really good, guys. So we want to saute this until the onions get translucent, and we want the carrots to get a little soft, and then I'm going to throw in the garlic, and we're going to finish that up. If you wanted to, you could use your bacon grease that you have saved up, and we do have quite a bit of it saved up here, but we're going to go ahead and use butter. But this is our bacon grease. And if you don't know already, you should know that bacon grease was a privilege to have back in the Depression era days. And so that would be really good to flavor this up. But right now, we are using butter. It's time to go ahead and add in our 3 cloves of garlic. I did 3 instead of 1. The aroma coming off of this is enough to bring anybody from outside in the house. If they can smell it, it just smells absolutely delicious. I've put all my sauteed veggies in the pot. Now I'm going to add my pint of bone broth, chicken bone broth. So I've got my sauteed vegetables in there, and now I'm going to add my potato peels. And this is from about 3 medium-sized or large potatoes. I'm going to go ahead and add another pint of water because I want to stretch this, and the ends of one of my potatoes. I've added salt and pepper to taste, and now I'm just going to let this simmer for a while. I have it on my back warming burner. Did you know, guys, it was not uncommon for people to take all the vegetable scraps that they had from their garden and to put in a little bit of water or some broth that they may have and let it sit on the stove day in and day out, each person taking a tablespoon or a couple of tablespoons each day and letting it run perpetually to get their vitamins, their minerals, their potassium, their calcium. And so you might want to start looking at that. Now, am I comfortable leaving my burner on? I don't know. I might become very comfortable doing that if I can have some nutrient-rich soup and broth to just stop by and sip throughout the day. Start getting creative with your scraps, guys. So your potato peels carry more vitamins, more potassium and magnesium than the potatoes themselves. Your onions have the vitamin C, your carrots have the vitamin K and vitamin A, and your celery also has magnesium. To stretch this recipe, you can go ahead and add a little bit more of your canned bone broth or chicken broth that you may have in your pantry. You can let this simmer as long as you want because we really want to leach out all of those vitamins and minerals from our vegetables and from those potato skins. So I am letting this simmer, and I'm going to pop it back over there on my warming burner before I add some heavy cream. So it has simmered for about an hour, and now I'm going to add my heavy cream. This is probably less than a cup, maybe about 3/4 of a cup, but let's see. Now that is looking fantastic. I know that heavy cream is expensive right now, guys, so you could even just use your milk, even 2% milk, just something to make it creamy. All right, guys, this is what it looks like, and I'm going to try it. And I'm not going to be the only one that tries it. My daughter will be here in about 10 minutes, and I'm going to have her try it so you can get a good idea of just how good this is. Wow. I can't believe that we've not done this all along with the potato peels. It tastes like baked potato soup. You could add some bacon crumbles in there. And this is kind of unbelievable. It has a rich potatoey flavor, and then you've got all your vegetables that just enhance it. So it is absolutely delicious, and we're probably going to have this for dinner tonight, and then I'll pop some in the freezer because it does not have potatoes in it. It just has the potato peels, and I will have some for my lunch next week at work. So if you're not using your potato peels and making you a quick soup with just 1 carrot, a couple of things of celery, some garlic and onion from your garden, you are truly missing out on something that is hearty, nutritious, delicious, and cost efficient. So this is my daughter Sarah and her friend Miss Priscilla.
Hi.
And they are going to taste this potato peel soup so you can get an idea.
Yum. Okay.
Does it smell good?
Yeah, it smells very good.
So good.
Wow.
Does that not
That
taste
is
like
very
potato
good.
soup?
That is very good.
That's very good.
It's creamy.
Mm-hmm.
But the flavor, it's like natural.
I know. And it tastes like potato soup, doesn't it? And it doesn't have potatoes in it. It just has the potato peel.
That is very good.
And carrots and celery.
Mm-hmm.
All right, ladies. Thank you.
Thank you.
So we are priding ourselves in teaching you how not to waste anything. Your vegetable scraps, put away for your bone broths and stuff, or your chicken broths, your potato peels. Now you can make a hearty potato peel soup. It is so amazing. I hope you enjoyed this video. We are all about waste not, want not, and we want to help you guys save money and give you some flavorful meals. So give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. We love you all, and we will see you soon. It's very important that you don't throw away these bits that you chop up or chop off of your fresh veggies, because this can be used to make your bone broth later on down the road. I'm going to put this in the freezer bag, and I'm going to pop it in the freezer.